But yeah, today we are gonna be working on the quest. And maybe some exploration if we finish it early. And maybe the Lisa event so we can get the Lisa outfit. I don't know. All right, so yeah, where we were in the Lantern Rite event, where we left off last time. So we have Dvorak, the traveling music guy from Fontaine, and we're working on putting together a music festival along with Lantern Rite. So everyone's a part of that right now. But then we also have the clues for the woman who is like who we think is an Adepti, and that has the song that I don't really remember what that's about. But yeah, so that is where we're picking back up with this story. So I guess we have to go back to Liyue. Don't worry, once you explore the new area and all of second half of 3.4, yeah. Yeah, I just gotta get on it, like exploring the new area. And I think there's gonna be a new, what's the word for it? A new TCG event, actually. I don't think it's yet. I think it's after Lisa's event, I want to say. But yeah, maybe we'll get some free mo's with that too, and the new Beto cards, so we can crush 2 birds with 1 stone. All my sayings are getting mixed up today. But yeah, we are meeting back with Ganyu about the music festival.
Greetings, Traveler and Paimon. What time is it?
Late, and it looks like you haven't gotten any sleep, Ganyu.
Are you
Shame.
okay, Ganyu? You were nodding off there. Didn't you sleep well last night?
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Let's discuss the matter at hand. Since last time, I've been thinking a lot about the story Paimon told me. In essence, someone rescued a drowning man and performed some music. If that were all there was to it, it could have been many people, human or Adeptus.
Right. Okay, so this is who I think is an Adepti. And yes, from the story. And we also were introduced to Yao Yao last time as well.
But the tune was allegedly so wonderful that the drowning man forgot about everything else, even his own impending death, and only came to his senses after being brought to shore. Perhaps there was an adeptal power at work in that music that he, as a mortal, could not perceive. Or perhaps he sensed a power surrounding him but lacked the words to describe it, not knowing where it came from.
All possible.
Either way, if this part of the story is true, then the rescuer has to have been an Adeptus.
True.
You really think so? But this story is all the way from Fontaine. Isn't this a bit of a long shot? Also, Paimon's really curious about how people from Fontaine think this fairy lady looked.
Maybe they imagined her having wings or horns, maybe? Sleepy as always, yeah. Ganyu, I think we specifically told her to get some rest earlier in the quest, and look how great that turned out.
Ooh, like a crystal fly's wings? That would be pretty cool. But Paimon definitely can't imagine any of the Adepti looking like that. Actually, Ganyu, if you had to save a drowning person, how would you go about it?
Huh? Me? Well, I'd get them to the shore, and then I'd probably hide behind a tree and watch them for a while. Once I was sure that they were going to be okay, I'd slip away without a sound.
So stealthily. So cute. Yeah, I would not go about it any of those ways. I would be, like pounding on their chest, being like, "Are you okay? Sir, madam, person, can you hear me? Are you okay? Please start breathing again." I wouldn't hide behind a tree and try to be all cute like we have some higher priorities here.
Got it. So basically, Ganyu's the type of person who doesn't like taking credit for her good deeds.
No,
Or maybe I
it's
just
not
like taking
that.
good credit for my
I'm just
good deeds.
not very good at explaining
Maybe that's the
things.
case.
And I also find it really awkward accepting other people's gratitude.
Better to die on the shore than in the sea, I guess. Yeah. Yep, while Ganyu's looking from a distance.
Well, what if this Adeptus in the story had a similar attitude? That would explain why she just left without saying a word. She was probably thinking something like, one was merely passing by and saw fit to address this egregious disruption to one's graceful zithering at once. You may keep your thanks to yourself.
That's a pretty good impression, Paimon. You sound very much like... what is her name? Cloud Retainer? Mountain Shaper? One of those?
That was actually a very good impression of Cloud Retainer, Paimon.
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware, Cloud Retainer isn't the most musically gifted. Still, we can't completely rule her out just yet. If we set off now, we could head to Mount Outsung and ask her about it. You'll be able to confirm either way if it's her, and I can,
Say hello to your master. Yes, Ganyu.
I've been in Lea Harbor for so long now that I'm just not as familiar with the Adepti anymore. If there's anything we want to know about them, she's the best person to ask.
Sounds great! And we're pretty close with Cloud Retainer by now, so we probably don't even need to bring her food this time, right?
Questionable.
I've prepared a gift for her to mark the festival, just in case. However...
You still have some reservations?
Cloud Retainer spends most of her days studying mechanisms in her abode. She's on her own so much of the time that the moment she has someone to chat with, she just... Never mind. I promised I'd help Mr. Dvorak, and now that I've made the contract, I can't be having second thoughts. Traveler, Paimon, let's set off for Cloud Retainer's abode.
Seems like this is a tough decision for Ganyu, but she's made up her mind now. Paimon gets why she'd be so anxious. Okay, how about this? If Cloud Retainer tries to start telling stories about her again this year...
Oh yeah, is that why she's nervous?
Topic. Wait, did she leave already? Hey, Ganyu, wait up!
Yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. A single harmony for an irreplaceable soul. I'm excited for the cutscene. I always love the Lantern Rite cutscenes. They're the best. So hopefully we'll be able to see all the Adepti again, and Ganyu and everybody in Liyue Harbor. Man, another Lantern Rite gone by and still no Baiju. Yao Yao now, but no Baiju. Poor buddy. I've seen some cutscenes and they're really good. Nice, okay. Yeah, I'm ready for it. I'm excited. All right, to Mount Outsung. Yeah, and I think you should be able to crank out all the Lantern Rite, the events, the gameplay stuff, whenever you have the time for it. I think you're gonna be able to crank them out like really fast, actually, Ghost, because I think I did it all in one evening, like under 2 hours, maybe. So yeah, I think it will go by pretty quick. Okay, this is the only thing in Liyue that gets me. This. How do I know I've completed it? Does it not light up if you've actually completed it? Or does it always light up? Because sometimes I'm like, oh, should I actually get out the Traveler? Should I get out Yanfei? Try to make something work here? But at this point, I'm like, I can't have missed one of those, right?
Paimon's so tired from trying to keep up. Don't either of you
You need Geo-Traveler or Zhongli. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just thinking, I'm like, does it go away? Once you've completed it? We're gonna see. After this, we're gonna see.
I can't believe it. Cloud Retainer is not here.
Huh? Did we miss her?
She doesn't like to travel, so in the past, it's always been the other Adepti who come to visit her during the festivals.
Could she be busy with something else right now, or could she have run into trouble?
True. Now that I think about it, Cloud Retainer would be quite capable of taking care of anything on her own. There's no need to worry about her.
Yeah, I'm not worried. She's got it.
Since she's not here, I guess the next step is to check all the other Adepti abodes, one by one.
Nice. Actually, that's kind of classic Lantern Rite. Or classic Liyue quest. Going to all of the Adepti abodes. You go to Cloud Retainer. Or you go to Mountain Shaper first, then Cloud Retainer, then... What is the other one? What is the deer? Not the deer. Okay. I actually know where the deer one is and not Mountain Shaper's one. Cloud Retainer's one, then Zhao, and then back to Liyue Harbor.
Uh-oh. Will it involve a lot more traveling? Got it! Paimon has a great idea!
Please go on, Paimon.
Our goal here is to find the Adeptus that helped Dvorak's ancestor, right? We can't hear any music right now, but if she's really as nice as the story suggests, she'd definitely come to help anyone who was drowning, right?
So what are you suggesting, Paimon? Okay, we pulled Paimon out of a lake when we first met her. You are not suggesting that that Aether goes and throws themselves in the water at your behest to try to get someone to help him. I'm gonna end up like in Ganyu's. I'm gonna be out here on the riverside. Ganyu's gonna be behind a tree and no one's gonna show up.
Yes, I think that's fair to say.
So, all we have to do is get the Traveler to pretend to fall into the water, and the Adeptus will come to the rescue!
If you're so sure, why don't you try?
You know perfectly well that Paimon can't swim! Paimon would sink like a rock!
No, we can create that one scene. When we met. That would be so cute, Paimon. You sinking like a rock, me with my fishing pole trying to grab you out, you know? That would be really cute. I guess I can give it a try.
Just trust Paimon! The water's pretty deep over there. Quick, swim to the very center.
For science. It's science. Yeah, let's see what happens, Paimon. Once you do it, okay, yeah. Oh, let's see if this disappears. Because I'm gonna be flabbergasted if this does not.
Sure.
If this, I've never completed this chest thing. All right, Zhongli.
Solidify.
Oh wait. Nope, wrong spot. Nope, also wrong spot. Oh man, I'm bad at this. Okay. Come on. Disappear. Disappear. Oh, I can just do the press, not the hold. Okay, go away. Go away. Okay.
Rite.
No, why is it so far away? All right. So close, yet so far away. I didn't realize I had to stand back a distance. Yeah, like here. All right. All right. Please tell me that works. No shot. No shot. No. Is this what I've been missing all along? Is this what my 100% leeway?
And all the
No,
more
no,
valuable for
it definitely did not move. My 100% leeway definitely did not move, right? I mean, it wasn't, okay, it was already 100%. But I meant, I'm working on my 100% leeway. Let's go. But I just feel bad about it. How could I have missed that since the beginning of the game?
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
All right, let's go drown our sorrows away. Oh, these are pretty fish. Al-Haytham, you're our feeble man, our feeble scholar, so you're gonna take the hit for this one.
Help! Help! Someone's drowning! If only there was a kind-hearted Adeptus here to save us! Oh no! Whatever will a Paimon do?
I should have jumped off from a cliff and seen if I could...
What is going on?
Oh, Zhao. Hello. I should have seen if my impact with the water would have made the character dissipate, and then it would have been like we were actually drowning. But there would be no one to rescue in that case. Only my next character in the party. But Zhao, oh my gosh, everyone. Classic.
How do you feel right now?
Classic. I have multiple Adepti. Not the right one, but multiples. Yo, hello Galaxy Pika. Lantern Right Pog, yeah. Pools are annoying and I've found stairs that kills in Genshin. Or just in general.
Shenhe, and the Conqueror of Demons.
Wow. They just popped right out. Popped right up.
Say something! Please don't make Paimon explain it.
We're embarrassed in Genshin, yep, yeah. Water can be as hard as cement in this game, for some reason.
Okay, fine. Paimon will explain.
But actually that is true in real life as well. If you jump from a high enough distance, the water will feel like cement. So don't do that in real life either.
We're looking for an Adeptus who's good at being a lifeguard and playing music. But if the Adepti aren't gonna stay home, then how are we supposed to find them?
And I found so many funny features in this game, like Out of Bounds. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've seen all of the memeing that people can do with like the different characters and abilities that have come out. I've never understood why people do those high jumps into water. I know. Oh, like just thinking about the heights freaks me out. Funny enough, the stairs I mentioned is in Lisa's library. Really? Wow.
It wasn't me.
I wouldn't think those would be tall enough. I feel like I would need an example. I need a video.
Yeah, so this Adeptus is most likely a woman.
And I am not an Adeptus, as you both already know,
Okay.
Traveler and Paimon.
Specifics, Shenhe. They don't know that. The people of Fontaine don't know that.
Okay, so this is Paimon's fault. No way Paimon would have suggested this idea if she'd known how awkward this was gonna be.
Sorry for troubling you both.
Glad you're okay.
Bye, Zhao. You're leaving already?
As far as I know, the one you seek is no Yaksha. And one last thing. Your actions here caused others a great deal of worry. Do not repeat them again in the future.
It was Paimon's doing, Zhao. It's okay.
As ever, the Conqueror of Demons comes and goes, just like the wind.
Thanks, Paimon. You got us into trouble. In our country, there's something called dead diving, like belly flop from 10 meters and such. Oh, actually, I did watch a belly flop competition on, I think it was a Norwegian belly flop competition on, like, it was randomly on ESPN or something like that. And it was really painful to watch. But lots of people were there. Like there's professional belly floppers. Oh, I feel called out since I'm from Norway. It was a good guess. It was a good guess. Well, we were talking about it because, yeah, my mom is from Norway. And so there you go. We got a little connection.
Right. I didn't dare to say a word just now. How's your training going, Shenhe? Have you made any plans for Lantern Rite? We could spend it together in Liyue Harbor if you'd like.
Oh, I had planned to spend the festival with Master this year. However...
Oh, speaking of Cloud Retainer, when did you see her last?
Earlier this morning, she set off for Mount Hulao at dawn.
Oh, all the Adepti getting together again? I think they were getting together, actually, in the last cutscene from last year.
I noticed she was using an Adeptus art of some kind to protect a mechanism that looked like a boiler. Maybe it was a gift for Mountain Shaper. I did not inquire.
So we just missed her.
Wait, your mom is from Norway, so you're 50% Norwegian? Hi. Yes, yeah, hello. I know very minimal Norwegian, though. My grandparents spoke it. I mean, obviously, they lived in Norway, but my mom didn't really speak it around me. She doesn't really know it, but my grandparents knew a lot of it. I just know, like, takk for maten. and we say, jeg elsker deg, but I'm probably pronouncing it like shit, though. So my apologies.
Please excuse me for a moment. I think I'll leave the gift in her abode.
Sure. Thank you.
It sounds like Ganyu and Shenhe have gotten a lot closer recently.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, they share the same master.
Yes. During the summer and winter, I continued to train with Master. In the other months of the year, I have been learning to adapt to human life in Liyue Harbor. Ganyu arranged accommodations for me in the city, and also recommended several work positions for me. But when I try to blend in by referring to her as Miss Ganyu or Lady Ganyu, like the others, she says I mustn't address her like that. Sometimes I'm supposed to copy other people. Sometimes I'm not. It's a little difficult to keep track of everything.
But you're doing a good job, Shenhe. You've made a lot of progress since last year. It's good. I didn't really say anything, but it's good to see you again. Ganyu gets embarrassed when people call her Lady Ganyu.
Oh, is that what it is? Noted. So, you came looking for Master today because you wanted to ask her about the Mystery Adeptus. Is that right?
Yep.
That is true.
Oh, speaking of that, have you ever heard any music while out training in the mountains?
Music? What is that?
Oh no, Shenhe! Talk for Mutt and then Ayeskadai was pronounced correctly. Don't worry, thank you.
It's a kind of a happy or relaxing sound, or a nerve-wracking sound, or even a terrifying one.
We gotta bring her to the festival.
Okay, I'm done.
We gotta show her what music
I
is.
also left her a note so that she knows where to find us. We won't miss her again.
Yay! That's really helpful, thanks!
We were just talking about this thing called music, and based on Paimon's description, I do believe I hear it every day. Please follow me.
Oh, really? Great, let's go!
It's probably gonna be someone yelling though, like out in their garden going da 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 da, and they're probably like tone deaf. But we're on the right track. Just like me screeching out in the meadows, and Shenhe thinks that's music. But maybe she actually did hear the person. I always think it's so cool when it's covered by fog, like you have this entire layer over Liyue from the mountains up here. I think it always looks so cool. Have you finished the Lantern Rite content yet, Galaxy Pika? Have you been working on it? I actually can't remember what AR level you are.
This is the place. I enjoy training here to the sound of music.
Paimon, are you okay?
Oh no! Paimon's gone deaf! Paimon can't hear anything!
My condolences, Paimon.
Oh, whew! Paimon hasn't gone deaf after all! Paimon heard you when you just spoke.
You cannot say... Okay, I get it. This is a joke. I get it. Hoyoverse, this is the best joke. The best kind of joke. We know this traveler doesn't make any noise. Oh, hello, Paz. Welcome. Main is AR-58 and alt is 44. Okay, cool. Yeah, wow, you've gotten your alt up like crazy. On main, yeah, but alt, heck no, yeah. Okay, got you. Yeah, okay, so we're actually the same AR level. Yes, on main. That's pretty high for an alt account, though. By the way, I sent a friend request. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, I'll accept it. I'll accept it later. Thank you.
Anyway, where is this music?
The faint sound of birdsong, the quiet murmur of the streams. These are relaxing sounds. Are they not the music of which you speak?
I mean, they're pretty close. Like, on the comm app, with the, like, a little light piano in the background, I'd say that's pretty close.
Oh, Paimon wasn't quite done with the description.
But if she actually was in the world of Teyvat, you'd have that little, you know, like, little background music, that light Liyue, BM. I had to think of it for a second.
Okay, fine. It's all Paimon's fault. What we're looking for are not the sounds of nature, but melodies played on special instruments.
Oh. And a melody is?
Oh, Paimon, sing us a nursery rhyme. Ganyu, why don't you sing that folk song you sing to the Glaze Lilies? Oh, that's cute. Yes, but she would be definitely too embarrassed.
Huh?
Hey, why don't you just sing that one melody Shen has heard before? It'll probably help her to understand what we're talking about.
All right, fingers crossed this won't attract any Whopper flowers. Liyue BM, you mean I pulled the Chi-Chi? I mean, maybe. I started a new Elden Ring no-hit run. Wow. I had restarted 7 times. That is quite the endeavor, Paz. Let's go. Yeah. So you're on the 8th time now? Are you working on it currently? But that's crazy. I imagine that's very difficult. But best of luck. You got it. Oh my. Woo!
Oh, was that from the opera that Yunjin sang?
Oh, yeah.
That was a melody, and melodies can be called music.
I see. So Shenhe, yeah, she did hear Yunjin sing the opera.
It felt like I was transported back to the past. In my mind's eye, I could see the Zhao lanterns lighting up the night sky again. We're all there, raising our glasses and drinking to our heart's content on the Jade Chamber.
I know, come to Liyue Harbor again and we can do it. Again.
As I watched Yunjin's performance, I felt a warm sensation in my heart. And as the drink reached my stomach, it went from warm to hot.
Okay.
When you hummed that melody just now, feelings from a whole year ago came right back to me, as strong as they were on that day. So that's the power of music.
It is very strong.
Wow, Shenhe. That was so deep! Music definitely has the power to bring up memories. It's like a time capsule with all the special moments from our lives squished inside. What about you, Ganyu? Are there any melodies that have left a deep impression on you?
I don't remember if my parents ever sang any lullabies to me. I know some local folk songs, and a few other things come to mind too. The songs of the sailors down at the docks, the little ditties that the vendors call out in front of their beloved shops, the tunes of folk artists performing on the streets.
All the sounds of Liyue Harbor.
Yes, that's right. In the past, whenever I heard the sound of those tunes, I always felt that they were worlds apart from me. Nenny and Liyue probably view me as a non-human. And they are right, in the sense that I never could connect with humans' artistic expression and their sentiments. So I haven't been able to integrate into their community and be a part of their lives. At least, that's the view I held in the past. Only more recently did I start to realize that the only barriers are ones that I have erected with my imagination. The way those melodies make me feel isn't all that different from other people after all. They're about mundane details of everyday existence. Life's ups and downs, joys and sorrows. Even though we come from different backgrounds and have different stories to tell, when it comes down to the most common things that we see and experience around us each day in the city, in that sense, we're all the same.
Woo! Go Ganyu! So deep! I love it! Woo! You go! Do you guys have any favorite songs? Anything that resonates? Any melodies that resonate with you? Let me think. What? Like a favorite all-time song? I don't know. I feel like if I had to pick, it would probably be like a 80s rock and roll from when I was a kid that I used to listen with my dad in like his old truck. Maybe something like that. Something that always brings back fond memories from when you were from another time.
You go, Ganyu! You're really making progress. You have loads of friends in Liyue Harbor when you think about it. Like, okay, maybe some are more like coworkers and bosses, but at the very least, Keqing and Shenhe are your friends now, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Cute.
Technically speaking, we should refer to each other by the conventional forms of address used among fellow disciples. But now that I know what constitutes a friendship, I do believe we are more friends than co-disciples.
Thank you, everyone.
Oh, we're all friends. It's all cute. It's all fun times.
Once the days are warmer, I would like to host you at my home in the city. Please invite Keqing as well. I've planted many types of flowers. I'm sure some of them will be to your taste.
Oh, is she still eating flowers? Oh, yeah. Never quite got past that, huh?
You are too kind. I couldn't possibly.
Nonsense. You are my friend. I have cultivated and cared for the flowers just as you taught me. Once you've seen them for yourself, I am sure you can advise me how to do an even better job next time. I will save some for decoration. We can feast on the rest.
Then, thank you in advance. Wait, what is that saying again? If you insist?
Do people say that? I'm not completely sure either.
Oh!
It doesn't matter, okay? You got the point across. No need to split hairs. Paimon's more concerned about your idea of a girls' night out. eating flowers? Really? Does this have anything to do with you both being the disciples of that illuminated bird?
Probably. I doubt Kuching will be munching on any flowers.
Who dares refer to one not by one's Adeptus title, but merely as that illuminated bird?
Okay, cool. Favorite all-time song? Maybe My, Myself, and I? Oh, okay. I actually... I'm not that versed in songs, so I'm actually not familiar with that one. Or maybe if you told me who it was by, maybe. I don't know, a tune doesn't come to... As Cloud Retainer would say, a tune does not come to one's mind.
Master.
Our greetings, Cloud Retainer.
Ah! There it is! The illuminated bird has landed!
Double humph. Now she has the gall to use it rather than she. Even after being chastised once already? Barely a moment has passed since we last met, and yet your impertinence has reached new heights. Very well. If you refuse to learn your lesson, one shall scold you no further. One has received your message from Ganyu. On the matter of the Adeptus you seek, one suspects to know their identity. Well, shall one lead the way?
Yes, please, Cloud Retainer.
I still have to complete my training for today, so I will bid farewell to everyone here.
Very well. Await my arrival at one's abode later this night. On this special occasion, you should indulge yourself with some savory dishes.
Happy Lantern, right, Shenhe?
If you want to release a Shao Lantern, come and find us anytime.
I had major deja vu from Last Lantern, right? When we said, Happy Lantern, right, Kuching? I feeling like, oh.
Thank you, everyone. Happy Lantern Rite to you too.
Aw, cute. It's just me, myself, and I, solo ride until I die. Do. Solo ride until I die. I don't actually, I still can't think of the tune. I still can't think of the tune. I gotta look it up later. All right, on to, Guili Plains. So, wait, who is from, maybe, Guizhong? Is that, yeah? Maybe at the time? Oh no, that's sad. An Adeptus that's died? They're no longer around?
Is this Guili Plains? Cloud Retainer, why did you bring us here?
Ganyu is of course familiar with the name Guizhong, but have you ever heard of her?
I've definitely heard it somewhere.
Guizhong is another name of Agentis, the god
Agentis.
of dust. She was extroverted in nature and adored social gatherings and inventions alike. Long ago, this region was yet a prosperous assembly. Guizhong often invited her friends to visit her home, reserving for us seats around the largest stone table. Seagazer would always bring out his latest treasure and place it upon the table. He could be quite the braggart. Though usually a mild-mannered fellow, when it came to those collectibles he was so fond of, he always loved to show them off.
Yeah, Seagazer was the Adeptus that we learned about last Lantern, right? Yeah?
Paimon remembers that name. So that's what Seagazer was like.
He was an old friend and
Or-
a former rival. One has many memories of him.
Is that the one that we made a shrine to?
Once he had brought out the treasure, it would predictably become the center of attention. Neither Guizhong nor One was content to let him just steal the spotlight. So we would then also present our proudest mechanical creations. As Adepti, we were each gifted in our own ways, and naturally proud of our accomplishments in our respective fields of expertise. As a result, One often quarreled with Seagazer. His treasures were not even of his own making. He just used his exploration skills to dig them out of the ground. How, pray tell, could he compare to me, when every single one of One's accomplishments were crafted by one's own hand?
I mean, sheesh, Cloud Retainer, the guy's already dead. You don't, I mean, she's still butthurt about it, okay?
Cloud Retainer, you are getting competitive again.
One digresses. Regardless, every time an argument occurred, Guizhong would come over to watch us during our mutual lambastics. On some occasions, she would join in, and on others, she'd take one of us by the limb and start uttering the most ridiculous nonsense.
What kind of nonsense?
No kind of nonsense were we spared. Sometimes she would brazenly opine, why argue between yourselves when neither of you could ever hope to beat me? Other times, she would make unsolicited suggestions, such as, once you two are done arguing, let's go to the foot of the mountain and grill some meat. She always sought to make everyone happy, and one must say, she had quite the gift for it. No matter what nonsense she said, One never felt bothered or offended.
Man, another Lantern Rite passes, another lore we get about an Adeptus that is already dead. Rip.
It also helped that she never referred to One as that illuminated bird or ladybird.
You... Come on, get over yourself!
Paimon! Man, we have digressed. We have gone backwards in time. You can't go offending her now.
Anyway, just as our impassioned arguments would reach the apex of acrimony, Marchosius would bring his delectable dishes to the table.
Just when we thought Paimon couldn't get any worse, I know. It is kind of nice now that we've, like, learned all of the Adepti and we've gotten some lore about all of them. We have Marchosius, which is the stove god, yeah? Guoba. And Cloud Retainer, Mountain Shaper, Guizhong, Sea Glazer, something like that. So it's nice to get like an entire picture of all of them now.
Who would dare snub the stove god and his wondrous creations? At the sight of him, we would all immediately drop the argument and prepare the table for a night of feasting and drinking.
Paimon is more aggressive this Lantern Rite? Yeah, she just progressively gets more aggressive as time goes on. To everyone's dismay.
Back then, One was always bothered by how the cups Rex Lapis brought were always too square for one's taste. Can you see yourselves ever enjoying a drink from a square cup?
I mean, it's probably hard to shape out the geo. That does sound annoying. I don't think I'd really mind.
Then you are most tolerant, but that is its own virtue. Even One could never find fault with Marchosius's cooking. As we ate, Guizhong would continue to find topics for conversation, filling the table with humor and laughter. Each of those old fossils had their character flaws and points of obstinacy. So why was it that whenever we dined together, we always had a marvelous time? We would drink together from a spot high in the mountains until the moon set and the sun rose, and only then would the banquet finally come to an end. Streetwood Rambler would often remain to admire the flowers with Guizhong before returning to her own abode. The glaze lilies were far more abundant back then. Entire fields of them would appear to the eye as a veritable sea of flowers.
I didn't know at first who Streetward Rambler was, but I'm pretty sure that's Madam Ping, yeah?
Streetward Rambler?
That would be Ping. You probably know her as Madam Ping.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Wait, this is a lovely story and everything, but didn't we come here to find that Adeptus from Mr. Dvorak's story? Or are you saying that it was Guizhong? Didn't she, already,
Yeah, I know, Paimon. It is, yeah.
Alas, long has one avoided this place for precisely that reason. The sights here are a reminder of a time long gone, and evoke much sorrow. One should have guessed that you would disrupt one's poignant moment of mourning with your incessant questioning. No matter, one will share the whole story with you now.
Man, I just keep looking at this hilly troll in the background, going up and down these little planks.
In times gone by, one quarreled oft with Guizhong concerning mechanical principles. We each had our ideals, and neither would yield. Under the pretext of a social gathering, one invited the impartial Rex Lapis to judge the quality of our creations.
They all
But
wait,
Rex Lapis
what?
declared that Guizhong's obscuro vulpus mechanism was superior. Though one
They
was
look
too
so
proud to acknowledge
good.
it, in one's heart, one knew that Guizhong was indeed
Oh,
the superior talent in the mechanical arts.
She's so cute.
As for the story between Guizhong and Streetward Rambler,
Wait, I need
that
this to
begins with
pause
a
so I can
certain
look at
vow.
all of them.
In Guizhong's opinion, while mechanisms were no substitute for human composers, they were yet capable of producing simple but fine melodies. But Streetward Rambler believed music to be an expression of the soul.
Madam
An
Ping!
emotional enterprise that could never hope to be replicated by machinery.
Madam
They
Ping!
argued endlessly until one asked Rex Lapis to intercede. He confiscated the bell and designated it for ceremonial use.
Zhongli.
Thereafter, one would often find them convening in the mountains, discussing music, mechanics, and all the affairs of the mortal world. But these good times were not to last. War broke out between the gods, and soon engulfed the Guili plains. Guizhong was overpowered by the enemy, and fell in battle. When Streetwood Rambler and I arrived at the scene at long last, all that remained among the ruins was her lifeless body. After this, at Streetwood Rambler's request, Rex Lapis granted her the cleansing bell for safekeeping. To honor our friend's memory, one made a few finishing touches to her ballistic device. Many lantern rites have passed since then. Many greetings and goodbyes. Upon what do you gaze? The Guili Plains?
No. It's everything. We think of human life as like a lantern that's lit one minute and extinguished the next. But are we Adepti so different? Perhaps as dust settles after a storm, we too must one day return to the world below.
One has always been austere and private by nature, and has never relished socializing. One's dealings with Guizhong were born out of discussions on the discipline of mechanics.
Why? Why can we never get playable characters out of the Adepti of old? Was that actually Madam Ping's voice actress? That did that end part of the young Madam Ping? Or is that a different person? They look, oh my, It's so sad, but so good. I'm gonna need to watch that like at least 4 more times. Oh my gosh. I was like, where did my game exited out? Weirdly enough. I need that drip. Me too. Me too. Oh, that always hits me in the feels. Wait, what is my game doing? Hello?
What? You have loads of friends, and you seem pretty chatty.
Hello? Sorry. Wait. My mouse acting up?
Just because one is not ignorant of
Yeah, okay.
social graces does not mean one is fond of them. One is perfectly capable of partaking in conversation despite being introverted. But in the end, one is nothing like Streetward Rambler. She is dauntless but thoughtful, not to mention eloquent and wise. Moreover, her friendship with Guizhong was far greater than one's own. Back when they were rivals, they would often compete against one another in the realm of musical composition. That cleansing bell was one of Guizhong's proudest works, having the ability to both compose and perform.
Wait, so Madame Ping, she's half Adeptus? Is that what I remember? Is that why she aged? Eventually, after a really long time? I'm not sure either. Okay. Because I'm like, why couldn't we get the younger Madame Ping? Why was that not a thing again? Oh wait, Hoyoverse. Oh wait. And you're telling me Cloud Retainer can look like that? Playable Cloud Retainer? Maybe? I'll wait, please? Playable all Adepti. Please give them all human form, semi-human forms. That would be crazy. Finally, the Liyue Adepti all coming together as playable characters. I wish. I know that's never gonna happen. We will get Baiju before that happens.
Wait, that's weird. Didn't Madame Ping say she pestered an old friend for that bell?
I wonder if they're saving those characters for post-Genshin main story? Yeah, I don't know. That would be interesting. Yeah, because they definitely could add those at any point in the game, I think. Yeah. Something to think about. Yeah, well, I can't believe someday there will be a day after the Genshin main story, like, where it's totally completed. Like, when new people come to the game, the story will be complete, like, totally done, and they will just have an epic game story at their fingertips. That will be crazy.
And she also said something about being a vain beauty when she was young or something.
Streetward Rambler, a vain beauty. My foot. That bell has a sad history. Clearly, she refrained from sharing with you the truth of its origins, since the right time had not yet come. As for her old friend, who else could it be?
Time to unlock Lisa costume? Yeah, let's go. I know, I'm gonna have to do that as well.
As soon as Streetward Rambler heard that a certain Zhang Li wished to borrow the bell, she realized that the man was none other than Rex Lapis, and that he had made an enormous decision. After all, we all have known each other for several millennia. Some things between us are implicitly understood.
Whoa! So they were talking in secret code? Oh, Paimon did not see that one coming.
Enough of your intrusions. Where was one up to? Ah, yes. One remembers now.
I like that now characters are getting sick of Paimon as well. Like Cloud Retainer's like, Paimon, stop interrupting my story.
The cleansing bell is powered by a mechanical art and can be used to great effect as an accompanying instrument. After the passing of its creator, it was used on numerous occasions during rites of parting. But Streetward Rambler did not acquire it from Rex Lapis for the purpose of producing further funerary tunes. No. Each time she rang it, it was to play the tune that Guizhong composed on it. The two once clashed over their beliefs about the meaning of music. Who would have thought that with Guizhong's passing and Streetward Rambler's mourning, two tunes composed in discord would eventually become one harmonious composition?
Just lots of sighs. Lots of sighs. So, the one from the Fontaine legend? But Guizhong, didn't she die like 2,000 years ago? Isn't the Fontaine legend, didn't they say it was from 500 years ago? I think everything is 500 years ago. The Calamity, everything, the Kassen, legends, all that stuff. So 500 years is always my go-to. I wonder how they're gonna work the problem with new players not being able to level up characters from newer regions. Yeah. That is true. I mean, that is already a problem that people that are new to the game have expressed frustration with. So yeah, that is well, clearly they don't have a solution yet. So maybe they'll just leave it be. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, yeah, they'll probably still have like reruns and stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe they'll give more materials. They'll give like more starting materials. I don't know. Personally, like from a story perspective, which is not fair to new players to like think this or want this. But me playing the game like from a story perspective, which people don't play this game the same way as me. So it's not important for other people, but just for me, I think like getting a character before you've seen them in the story for me is like, I don't know, just kind of ruins it a little bit. But for people that want the character, obviously they're going to pull on the character, whether they see him in the story or not. But for me, it's like, there would be like an idea of like locking off characters until they've reached that part in the story. But I know like everyone would hate that idea. It's a bad idea. That would make no one happy. It would just make me like as a story person satisfied because I want everyone to see the story. But not everyone plays the game the same way as me. I know that. Me getting Yain right in before AR30. Yeah. Exactly.
Once upon a time, Streetwood Rambler also loved gatherings, liquor, and music. But after Guizhong passed, she preferred her own company. She could often be found sitting alone at a mountain summit, contemplating and reminiscing with her zither. The music would go from mournful to soothing to impassioned. Many years passed before she finally composed a melody to her satisfaction. In celebration, she played the tune to the clouds. Regrettably, one has only ever heard her play that tune once. Which brings one back to the matter you've been investigating. Perhaps it was during that performance that the ancestor of your Fontaine friend fell into the water and was saved by Streetwood Rambler.
Okay. Yeah, that would make sense. But I thought we already talked to Madame Ping and she said that she didn't know. Maybe we didn't ask her about this though.
But if she was so
Kinda
happy
foggy.
with the melody, why would she only play it once?
One was also greatly perplexed by this. After suppressing one's curiosity for a long while, one finally approached her and asked why she would retire the tune after having spent so long on it. In response, she said, "Though the strings that played that melody survive, the one who inspired it is gone. Tell me, Cloud Retainer, when the one attuned to my soul is no longer here, who else could hope to understand this tune?"
Aw, poor Madam Ping.
I just remember being taken care of by you when I was young. Once the Archon War came to an end, I stayed behind in Liyue Harbor to honor my contract. Although I met Guizhong a few times, I never knew anything of this particular story.
Huh.
Guizhong was quite the visionary, but tragically passed before her time. Her manuscripts still lie unfinished in the realm of clouds. Blank pages give one cause
realm
for
of clouds.
contemplation on what might have been.
What is the realm of clouds? Is that like a plane? A different plane? No, maybe? I don't know. Interesting. I want to see what... like, I want cutscenes of during the Archon War. I think that will be so exciting for me to see eventually when we get cutscenes of Conria, the Archon War. Just like, oh, that will feel so good when the time comes.
Had you not
Hopefully.
decided to search for that mystery Adeptus, perhaps these stories, too, would have been lost to the sands of time.
But this story is gonna be lost to the sands of time because the people that don't play it now won't ever gonna see it again. You gotta play this event while it's here.
As of now, you know the truth. That the Adeptus who rescued the drowning man was none other than Streetwood Rambler. Do you intend to discuss this with her?
Oh, I don't know. Liquor. How long ago was the Archon War? It was 2,000 years ago.
Do you mean Ping
Which is
might
what-
find the topic too distressing?
Which was when Guizhong died. But then the, like, Calamity and Conria was 500 years ago? So yeah, it usually, like, they go between one or the other. Prequel content is fire. I know, the prequel content is fire, but it's like, we only get snippets of it at a time.
Precisely. The passing of our old friend is a heavy topic that both of us are usually careful to avoid.
If I may be so bold, Cloud Retainer, could it be that this is just your own personal opinion?
Oh? How so?
I've been in Liyue Harbor for quite a long time now, and I've witnessed many farewells along the way, so I too am well acquainted with the pain of the passing of a loved one. But this doesn't bring the city or its people to a standstill. They have to keep moving forward. Someone as perceptive and wise as Ping will surely have come to understand and embrace this. Though these immortal mountains have lost an Adeptus, the harbor of mortals has gained a wise elder. No loss can ever be undone, but there is always much that can still be gained. Ping has helped countless people, and will guide many others in the years to come. And all to whom she extends a helping hand become her friends. People she can admire flowers and discuss music with. Though it is heartbreaking to lose a kindred spirit, life goes on, because there are new friends waiting for you further down the road.
Ganyu is right. Man. Deep, sentimental times in the Genshin universe today.
We even asked Madam Ping what she thought about adding a music festival to this year's Lantern Rite. Oh, when we get back, why don't we just ask her if she'd like to perform? Maybe we can even get her up on stage.
Oh, I don't know about that, but okay.
You youngsters and your imaginations.
Why don't you come with us? It's been a long time since you last spoke with Ping, and Liyue Harbor is always decorated so beautifully during the festival period.
Is not every Lantern Rite the same in this regard? Were there ever anything new to discuss, one in Ping could meet any day of the year.
True.
I disagree. Each new day and each new year is different from those that have come before. How long will you simply let them pass you by?
If nothing else, do it for Ganyu, or do it as a favor for me.
The edibles she brought this time were indeed quite delectable. Very well. Then one will be off. If the other old fossils have sneaked away into the city to amuse themselves, one shall soon find out.
All right. We should be getting back to the harbor as well. We don't want to keep her waiting.
She doesn't like being called names herself, but she calls the other Adepti old fossils. Classic.
Once the Guili Assembly, now the Guili Plains. Say, if we planted flowers there and cared for them carefully enough, do you think that one day we'd be able to recreate the sea of glaze lilies?
Maybe.
Allow one to take back one's praise from a moment prior. You are still far too given to flights of fancy, child.
Cloud Rotator, were you listening? What?
What? Cloud Retainer? You were still listening?
One observed that you were making no effort to leave, and returned to chasten and hasten you. This time, one is departing in earnest.
Ooh, Ganyu, you got in trouble. Nice. Cloud Retainer. Kind of a hoot, actually. All right, on to the festival. On to Lantern Rite. The cast of Liyue has become so much bigger over the years. It's nice to see. I'm ready for my cutscene. I'm ready for my Lantern Rite cutscene. Ooh.
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
Oh yeah, Madam Ping.
Whoa! Madam Ping? And Cloud Retainer?
It appears you made haste after all. One arrived but moments before you.
Oh, bless my soul. To what do I owe the honor? How nice of you all to come and visit me.
Miss Illuminated Bird, haven't you said anything yet?
Said what, precisely? And why should one be tasked with saying it?
'Cause you're the one who's known Madam Ping the longest.
It was weird in that cutscene to hear Cloud Retainer's voice without the echo on it.
Street word. Or rather, presumably, you would prefer to be addressed as Ping?
Oh, Cloud Retainer, you are uncommonly polite today.
Given that Lantern Rite is almost upon us, the weather in the city is most pleasant, and a sweet floral fragrance lingers in the air. Ganyu, please continue from here.
Huh? All right. So, this all started because we were trying to help Mr. Dvorak find the Adeptus who saved his ancestor's life.
Ganyu recounts the story to Madam Ping.
Cloud Retainer informed us that the one who played that melody and rescued the drowning man was none other than yourself.
Let me think. Yes, I do believe I recall that encounter. What a long time ago that was. I'm surprised that you still remember it.
I like that Madam Ping's tone changes. Because she usually has, like, a very happy front. A very, like, wise, elderly woman front to all of, like, her... to Yanfei and Yao Yao and wait. Well, I guess Yanfei is her disciple. But yeah, it's interesting to hear her take on a little bit of a different tone.
Even more astonishing, perhaps, is the fact that this story has survived this long at all, when mortal lives are so very brief. It appears that she has proven herself right once again.
Who's she?
We like to call her Guizhong. From the look in Cloud Retainer's eyes, I sense that she has already told you all about her.
Albeit reluctantly, one might add.
Oh, there is no harm done. After all, Lantern Rite's very purpose is to commemorate the heroes who gave their lives for Liyue. Although Guizhong did not live to see the splendid sights of today, she was as much a hero as any other.
So how has she proven herself right again exactly?
Once upon a time, she said to me that humans were a weak form of life that she wished to protect with her wisdom. But as she interacted more and more with them, her opinions on them began to change. She marveled at the beautiful complexity of their spirits, the sheer splendor of all they could accomplish through their hard work and intelligence. She told us that to underestimate human potential would be to make a grave mistake. With the smallest amount of guidance, enormous power can be unleashed in them. And a human who has reached their full potential may well be her equal. Someone who could have as much to teach an Adeptus as to learn from them.
Is full potential like another way of because it's their ambitions, right? To do with the visions. So maybe is maybe another way of saying their ambitions?
She always had a way with words. That her mechanical accomplishments were judged superior to one's own was, one suspects, in large part due to her sheer eloquence.
Speaking of mechanics, Cloud Retainer, do you still remember that potted plant mechanism? The one that the two of you gave me as a gift?
Of course. Guizhong and one both put an immense amount of effort into that gift. It would be no overstatement to call it a testament to each of our individual technical genius.
As Guizhong once said, it takes every blade of grass and every flower to make a homeland. When I see the sight of Liyue Harbor before us today, I am reminded of this.
Madame Ping looks very emotional right now.
Well, she's been through a lot in her time. Oh, I like this quest. It feels so sentimental. Oh, it's getting in the feels.
Of all of us, it was Guizhong who was the fondest of these grand and exciting occasions.
Hoyo Def loves Liyue more than the others, but I'm Team Liyue too, so it's great, yeah. Can't knock the Liyue content.
Huh. If she were still with us, I'm quite sure she would still be trying to best Cloud Retainer's finest works at every opportunity.
If she's not half Adeptus and she's full Adeptus, could she just be like, this is the form that she wants to take on, since they can control their forms? Like, she just wants to appear like an old granny because she feels tired and like she's gone through her paces, gone through her years. Holding out hope for a Madame Ping playable character.
Liyue Harbor is always filled with the sound of music at this time of the year. If she were here, one is certain that she would seek you out to discuss and debate the virtues of various melodies.
Oh yeah, music!
Playable, I trust. Hello, Cupcake. Welcome.
We've been dying to ask. What was the melody that you played back then? Oh, also, with you being such a music expert and all, why don't you join the concert as a performer?
I can make arrangements right away.
Oh, as much as I don't wish to dampen your enthusiasm, it's been a long time since I played this zither. My fingers don't have the dexterity they once did, and whenever I play that tune, it always reminds me of her. I start wondering what she would think of the changes I have made to her melody. There was a period of time whenever I started strumming, it almost felt like she was back again. Sitting right there on the stone stool next to me, chatting away. Skybracer and Seagazer too, looking just like they did in the old days.
Yeah, I think it might be the same voice actress as that cutscene. That voiced the younger Madame Ping too.
No matter how
Maybe?
much time goes by, the moment that melody starts playing, it transports me right back to that time in my memory.
So the past still weighs heavily on your heart?
Oh, I would be lying to myself if I claimed to have completely moved on. But that is not to say that grief doesn't get easier with time. Despite the sadness, I have found many things that bring me joy in life. It is simply the nature of the world in which we live that even if one wished to mourn for an eternity, it would be a nigh impossible feat. Just look at this potted plant. Isn't it stunning?
It takes an honest and open mind to confront and conquer grief. You have indeed made progress.
Hello, hello!
Be that as it may, I shall leave the Lantern Rite stage to the youth of today.
All right, let's see what they come up with. I'm ready for another Yunjin opera performance. Some Jinyan on guitar, all of the good things.
Well, if you're sure.
Granny! Whoa, what's everyone doing here? Did something bad happen?
Ah, and now we've spooked Yanfei. No, everyone's just here to give me their regards for the holiday.
Oh, that's wonderful, I'm glad. Well, in that case, happy Lantern Rite, everyone.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite. Oh, I just remembered that I have some work to do at Yuehai Pavilion that I need to discuss with Yanfei. I haven't been able to find a chance until now.
All right.
I will leave Mr. Dvorak in your capable hands. Cloud Retainer, Ping, we will be off for now.
Huh? Does it have to be right now? Which case is this again? Hey, Ganyu!
They have a surprise in store.
It seems Ganyu still has much to learn when it comes to the art of deception.
I'm back. Lisa mission is really good, yeah? Did you manage to get the outfit already?
What a pity. She has learned nothing of one's ability to carry a conversation.
Since it's been so long, Cloud Retainer, why don't you stay? I'll make a cup of tea and we can chat a while.
Yeah, you can go into a Serenity Teapot.
Gladly. This was one's intention as well.
When you next see the Fontaine musician, please give him my regards. I'd like to wish him the very best with the concert.
You got it, Madam Ping.
Thank you all. I think you've listened to enough of my nattering for one day. As for that melody, I will play it for you all another time. Goodness knows I need to practice it first.
Wow, that'd be great. We'll look forward to it.
When that time comes, wherever her spirit may be among the countless grains of sand and specks of dust between the harbor and the mountains, perhaps she will look at the Liyue of today and steal a smile when she sees the prosperous land that it has become.
I always forget at nighttime the lanterns come out. It looks so pretty.
All right, let's go tell Mr. Dvorak the news.
Oh, looking at them from a distance. Yeah, I forget. I don't think I've been at Liyue Harbor during the festival at night. It's gorgeous. Nope, just started. Ah, okay. Alrighty, where is this guy? Wow, I got really turned around. Yes, down the stairs. Be right back. Okay, sounds good, Ghost. Yeah, how have you been, Cupcake? Have you... that's such a cute... that's such a cute little nickname. But have you finished the Lantern Rite content yet?
Wow, so lively. This is how a festival should be.
Mr. Dvorak! Ah, and Kuching's here too! Thanks for helping set all of this up.
Welcome back. Did everything go well?
Yeah, except I feel kind of sad now.
Really, really well. We found the person Mr. Dvorak was looking for.
Are you serious?
You recount the true story of the fairy lady to Kuching and Dvorak.
I see. So the melody my ancestor heard was an adeptus remembering her late friend? That certainly explains why it was such a powerful and poignant tune.
Huh. That's a really interesting first reaction. Guess that comes with having a musical mind.
I have to say, though, it's hard to believe that the fairy from the tale is now an elderly granny.
Oh, Paimon knows exactly what you mean. Normally, Adepti don't age at all.
Yeah, give us a refresher, because I was also confused on this as well.
But Streetward Rambler, or Madam Ping as we know her, probably only became old because it's what she wanted for herself.
Oh, wow, I was right! I was right! She's just taking on the form of a granny.
Madam Ping possesses vast knowledge and great wisdom.
There's still a chance!
Whatever physical form she may decide to take, her mind and wits are as sharp as they come.
Yep, Kuching summed it up perfectly. That's exactly what Paimon was trying to say.
Cool. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Yep, I finished it. Tried to get the green man, but... Oh, Chi-Chi it is. Oh, you tried to get Alhaitham? Dang. Yeah, I also lost 50-50. I got my first D-Luke. I mean, I continued on for Alhaitham, but yeah, I also lost it.
I think... yes. I must thank her in person. That can wait until after the concert, though. For now, I need to devote all my emotional energy to the performance.
Ah, speaking of, Madam Ping wishes you all the best with the music festival. Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that she'll stay in her usual spot, but listen to the performances from afar.
Wait, are you serious? Huh. Oh no, now I'm starting to get nervous.
Relax, just treat it like any other performance. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to see the performance. That little quest line with Madam Ping and Cloud Retainer was nice, sweet. I mean, Ganyu was there too, but learning about Guizhong, Rip Guizhong, but now I'm ready for a nice little fun performance.
Okay, all right. Nope, another rehearsal is in order. Please excuse me, everyone.
Me too.
Mr. Dvorak? He's already gone. Paimon wasn't even finished telling him everything. Before we set off on our search with Ganyu, he asked us about what music means to people. After our recent adventure, Paimon thinks we have a lot more to say about that now.
Please, share your insights with me.
All right. Oh yeah, I forgot Kuching was here.
Well, we found out that music can be used for good, but also for bad. It can make people happy and moved, but it can also be sad and bittersweet. And music is like a kind of memory written in people's hearts. It can put you in touch with feelings from a totally different time and place.
pretty much. Though there was more to it than that. That was a broad summary, but not the most detailed.
It sounds like you had an eventful trip. Don't worry, I'm sure Ganyu will fill me in on all the details shortly.
Wait, does that mean you're gonna carry on working?
Mm-hmm. Just a few things to wrap up. All the groundwork is done. As long as everyone enjoys the festival activities, all our efforts are worthwhile.
Happy Lantern Rite, Kuching.
Happy Lantern Rite to you as well.
Whew. That should be everything taken care of, right? Oh, no, wait.
Is there something else?
Paimon feels like she's forgetting something. What was it? Oh, it feels like it was a while ago. Shoot! Latent... Wait, no. Anyway,
Oh, the soup!
bamboo shoots!
Yeah, made from nascent bamboo shoots.
Zhang-Li said he wasn't in a hurry, so if we went now, there's probably still time, right?
But didn't we pick them up?
Anyway, even if we don't make it, it's not our fault. He could have totally picked them by himself. Ugh. Anyway, let's go check with him at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Okay. Off we go.
I see she at the
Woo! Okay, yeah. And after we finish this, I think maybe I'll work on... Actually, I went too far. I went the wrong... Now I'm going the wrong way. I think maybe trying to level up Alhaitham a little bit more? I actually don't know what day his materials are open. Oh ho ho! Okay. Liyue, girl group in the house. Yunjin. Hutao. Why can't I remember her name? Why can't I remember her name? Jinyan?
Da 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 da.
Oh my.
Da da da. Oh.
Wow, it really is Liyue girl group.
All right, let's take a break here. Oh wow, look who it is! Are you here to hang out with everyone's favorite funeral director?
So you're just casually practicing your rapping skills at the entrance to your funeral parlor? In broad daylight? Okay.
Oh, wow.
After everything we've been through, you don't see me for a hot minute, and you're back to being scared of your own shadow. We have all this open space, a clear view of the mountains behind and the sea in front. Not to mention we have several invisible audience members enthusiastically cheering us on. It's the perfect spot to rehearse.
Okay. You've got some ghosts watching you? They would probably be the perfect practice audience members.
Invisible audience members?
Gotta say,
Paimon's probably floating through one right now.
It took me a few days to get used to Director Who's way of talking.
Xinyan was pretty spooked too when she first got here. Just like when she sees a frog, but a giant frog with sharp teeth.
Come on, knock it off.
What's wrong? I've never seen someone look so confused before. Well, don't worry, because Director Who's here to explain it all. There once was a Fontaine musician who went around town on a mission. He came door to door for his iridescence tour, looking for acts to audition.
Okay, interesting change of formatting.
With my words, Xinyan's chords, and Yunjin as our mentor, we'll take the stage by storm with flames roaring and the whole audience calling for more.
Heck yeah!
For sure! The whole dance floor will be yelling encore! Encore! Oh, now Paimon's rhyming along. you sure this'll be safe?
Oh, don't you worry about that. I'm pretty experienced on the stage, and I've already informed the Yuhong of all the pyrotechnics we're planning on using.
Yeah, I have confidence in Jinyan and Yunjin. Hu Tao is a little questionable.
Huh. Guess we'll just have to trust Xinyan on this one.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Have you seen Zhongli?
Oh, Zhongli. He took one of those fancy meal boxes and set off for the mountains. Said he wanted to pay a visit to some old friends.
Okay.
It's a real pity that he couldn't be around for this. As well as being a true connoisseur of traditional art forms, he's able to appreciate Xinyan's performances too.
Yeah, that's right. Matter of fact, he was the one who first invited me to perform here. To tell the truth, though, I never thought I'd really find myself rehearsing here one day.
Well, now you know. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is a great location. All of you are always welcome to come and hang out here, especially if you're in the mood to try something new.
Yeah, you can play your music as loud as you want, as long as you don't wake the dead.
I can speak to that. Hu Tao is always full of fun surprises.
And jump scares.
Actually, Xinyan, I have some lyric ideas for your part. Do you want to go through them together?
Oh, sure thing. I'm all ears.
Oh, Traveler and Paimon, I believe Zhongli was heading to Mount Hulao, so make sure you're hiking up the right hill. When you see Zhongli, please pass on this message to him. It's up to him whether he wants to support us at the performance tonight, but I expect him to make time for the upcoming banquet we're planning. No excuses. You should join us too. It'll be a riot. If there's one thing I've learned from being a funeral director, it's how to throw a party.
Yep. Her... Oh, what are those called after the funeral? The funeral food? Funeral... Like the encore. Like, not the encore. When you... Like, have little snacks afterwards. I can't think of the name for it. But yeah, those are a real hoot in Hu Tao's book. Back to Mount Hulao. Okay! Yeah, I feel like we are maybe gonna be wrapping up the Lantern Rite story soon, since we found out about Madame Ping and everything. I think we're just... Oh, yeah. I can never remember the name of the deer. Or the elk. The other animal. And Mountain Shaper. We have a lot to go, yeah, really? Okay, well, let's buckle in then.
Paimon sees them! It's illuminated deer! And illuminated bird number 2!
Deer, okay, yeah. I think I said deer earlier. Greetings, everyone. Long time no see.
A familiar face. Have you come from Liyue Harbor? How is the city nowadays?
I'm 24 wishes to get Al Haytham. Let's go, Paz. Nice, yeah, that's guaranteed, you said? Let's go.
Everything's great! But you know, if you're so curious, you can always go and check it out for yourself.
In fact, Mooncarver has been taking many walks on Mount Tianheng in recent times. I believe the sights of the city are quite familiar to him.
Oh, this is so nice to see Zhongli with the Adepti. Yeah, even in the Liyue Lantern, I mean not Liyue Lantern, the Liyue Archon quest, we never got to see them we never got to see him with the Adepti.
Zhongli, here you are. We've brought the bamboo shoots you wanted.
Impeccable timing.
Zhongli puts the nascent bamboo shoots into the cooking mechanism,
Traditionally,
and
bamboo
they
shoot
start
soup
cooking.
ought to be slow cooked for many hours on low heat. Using Adeptus arts to hasten the process is something of a shortcut.
Yep, I got Mona. Okay, I see. We have a week doable, yeah.
Wait, that mechanism. Is that?
Have you been grinding out the new area to get those primos for the wishes?
Indeed. Cloud Retainer kindly lent me her supreme cuisine machine.
Yeah, we used this last lantern, right? I'm pretty sure.
Can we not just call it a cooking machine? Actually, never mind. She seems to take a lot of pride in her mechanical gizmos, so it's probably best if Paimon doesn't go changing the name willy-nilly.
I trust that you found the answers you were seeking during your recent journey?
Yep.
Excellent. The past should be remembered, but not overly dwelt upon. Our journey should be seen as a means to take on more from the world around us. When the bamboo shoot soup is ready, I must insist that you try some for yourself.
Of course.
Oh, Zhangli, Huta told us to tell you something. She said, it's up to him whether he wants to support us at the performance tonight, but I expect him to make time for the upcoming banquet we're planning. No excuses. When she says performance, she must mean the Lantern Rite Music Festival. As for the banquet, she didn't tell us anything more about that, but she invited us to come as well.
As you can see, I have a prior engagement with 2 Adepti friends of mine tonight. Please, give Director Hu my best wishes for the performance.
Will do.
As for the banquet, since the director insists, far be it from a mere consultant like myself to refuse.
Yeah, a mere consultant like yourself. You better be there, you mere consultant.
Yay! Then we'll see you there?
Absolutely.
Rex Lapis, the bamboo shoot soup is ready.
Thank you. I will examine it right away.
Oh, yeah, it's nice to see them, the Adepti, referring to him as Rex Lapis, too.
The appearance is exquisite, and the aroma rich and intense. The craftsmanship of this machine is commendable indeed. Since you came all this way, you should not leave empty-handed. Please, take some soup. It tastes most exquisite while still warm.
All right, back to Liyue Harbor. Yep, 2,000 farm primos. This old man, yeah. But I always like seeing him in the quests. Seeing him at Lantern Rite and different quests. Okay, back to Liyue Harbor now. Are we getting closer to the music festival? It's probably tonight, so I don't know. Oh yeah, it did turn into night. Let's go. Okay, I'm ready.
I'm honored to be here on the Iridescence Tour stage. All right, without further ado, I'm Xinyan, this is Hutao, and this is a little something called...
The Bling Lilies!
Oh!
I'm up here blazing trails through the midnight sky, lighting up the world below. And when the
Okay.
crowds all hear my voice, they'll meet the spirit of rock and roll.
Let's go! Hey, you butterfly, you too buzzing by, guiding your way to the afterlife, opening the path without a fright. Oh, I'll light the fire, watch it blaze across the universe. I'll spit my rhymes, watch your step, or you'll get burned. Hey, woo!
Wow.
Does anyone have any plans tomorrow? With another year behind us, I think we deserve a celebration of our own. My treat. Interested?
The Tianquan footing the bill? I can't miss out on that.
Yes, we got another Beto little cutscene moment. Another Lantern Rite without Baiju. I mean, he's there, but not playable, Baiju.
Master, listen!
No. That was quite the transition from rock and roll to this peaceful
May the
ambiance.
year ahead be a blessed one.
I believe it shall be.
Love these Lantern Rite
Master,
cutscenes.
The Xiao Lanterns,
Ha! Elementary. One shall fashion for you a Xiao Lantern the likes of which the world has never seen. And you must take it to Liyue Harbor to display its magnificence for all.
Listen! That must be Madame Ping!
On her zither from far away. Oh, I was like, what? What is happening? Prime Genshin cutscene right there. Liyue, Lantern Rite, let's go. Cloud Retainer is my fave. Yeah, we've gotten to know her so much more in this past Lantern Rite, in this past year. Always very nice. Yeah, she, like the other, like who are the other animal adepti compared to her? Yeah, it was a little aggressive at the beginning with the rapping and a little chaotic, but it transitioned into a nice moment. Nice, everyone's out and about. Okay, the quest is not over. It looks like there's an extra, oh, epilogue. Oh, I didn't know there was gonna be a secondary thing, but that is perfect. We can now go to Hu Tao's dinner. Yeah, those are always, those little cutscenes. I love it. All right, wait until the following night, 19 to 24.
Learning alone is not enough to cultivate intelligence. All.
Bo, bo, bo. 19 to 24. Oh wait, no, this is today. Might have to be tomorrow night. We'll see.
Wait.
No, okay. The following night. Dang. They're always so finicky. But yeah, that was cute. Cute. I was surprised Yunjin wasn't performing with Hu Tao and Jinyan. But I guess she was the director of that performance.
Traveler, hurry! It's almost time for us to join Hu Tao for dinner! Ooh, and we'll be meeting at Shinyue Kiosk. It's the place with a really long wait list.
Okay, sounds good.
Expected of the parlor director, always so generous. Come on, let's go!
Alrighty, one second. I just need to switch up my... Yeah, recently my audio has been like all funky for me. Okay, I think that fixed it, maybe. Yeah, I haven't been in Jinye kiosk for a really long time.
Oh, so that's how it is. Thanks for the suggestions, Mr. Zhongli. I have them all noted down.
Oh, is everyone gonna be here?
I've long heard that your knowledge encompasses all things old and new, Mr. Zhongli. But I never knew that you were well versed in the art of cooking, too. It is truly an honor to make your acquaintance.
Great, everyone's meeting each other for the first time. You've been in the same city forever, but yeah, let's go.
No need for formalities. I too feel humbled to be in the company of such talented young people. There are many things I could learn from you.
Oh, you flatter us. If it's possible, may I trouble you to provide a few words of guidance for my practices in exorcism?
Yeah, Zhongli seems so old. Like, in talking to... This is like the first time talking to Xingqiu, Changyun, Zhangling. He seems like a rock. Like a real old rock in comparison to when he's talking to these kids. He brings out his fossilness.
Exorcism? I can't say I'm an expert in the field, but if you don't mind, we could start by discussing...
Whoa, there's so many people here. All we knew was that Hu Tao invited Zhongli over. Paimon never thought we'd be meeting so many old friends. Happy Lantern Rite, everyone!
Happy Lantern Rite!
Likewise. Please take a seat.
Happy Lantern Rite! Are you having fun?
I'm learning a lot, and I've become musically cultured.
Me too. I've seen Xinyan perform before, but this is the first time I've watched something like this. I heard that the audience loved it too, and she's been receiving quite a lot of performance invitations lately. She's more busy than ever, and Yunjin's gonna help her.
Yep, and they asked us to pass on their season's greetings to everyone. They hope we'll have a wonderful gathering.
The performance was spectacular indeed. However, it gave Xiangling a huge burst of inspiration, which in turn gave us a bit of a headache.
Us? Did Xiangling ask you to try out her dishes too?
That, my friend, is beside the point. Watching you eat was enough for me. Come to think of it, I probably shouldn't have burdened Changyun with eating my share too.
Oh, poor Changyun.
Hold on, Xiangling came up with a new recipe? Let Paimon try!
No, Changyun is like... Is Changyun to Xingqiu is like Toma to Ayato. Always eating the food... Well, okay, Ayato, it's purposeful. Ayato wants Toma to try all these odd food, and for Xingqiu, it's more that he just doesn't want to eat it, but...
See? Someone here knows how to encourage people. Thanks, Paimon. Oh, and I have to thank Mr. Zhongli, too. He gave me lots of useful pointers that really drove it home for me.
Oh, so that's what you were talking about before we arrived.
Yes, since we'll be dining together, the topic of our conversation naturally revolved around cooking. Xiangling's ideas are truly unconventional. Her choices in both ingredients and spices are comparable to a melody dancing on the tongue. My suggestions were nothing more than the icing on the cake.
Oh, the two of you always deliver. Now I'm getting embarrassed.
I want to see Guoba. Actually, I feel like he was in that cutscene.
Anyway, I'll get everyone to have a taste after I've adjusted the recipe based on Mr. Zhongli's advice.
That sounds like it might become a little safer to eat.
How about I sample the dishes next time?
Oh, okay. Xingqiu is paying him back.
Speaking of eating, Paimon feels like we're missing someone. Oh, Huta was the one who invited us, but she's not here. And where's Guoba?
Oh, Guoba volunteered to help Dad at the restaurant.
I can never figure out. I just can't picture Guoba. I mean, yes, he is the stove god, but I just, with his paws, I just can't imagine him helping to cook.
You know, lots of people come over to eat during Lantern Rite. Without Guoba helping out, I probably wouldn't have had the time to accept Hu Tao's invitation.
Wow, maybe he, I don't know, uses some leftover magic. I don't know.
As for Hu Tao...
The director went to collect a guest. She asked me to stay here and host you for the time being. Seems like it's almost time.
Huh? Hu Tao went to fetch someone in person? Oh, that must mean they are super important. Could it be Keqing? Ningguang? Or Captain Beidou?
I want them all to come.
She didn't clarify. And as her subordinate, I couldn't just pry into the details, could I?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could. Suddenly, the door to the restaurant bursts open as if struck by a hurricane.
We're here! Oh, we're not late to the party, right? Right? Good thing the
I mean, it is your
Demons
party.
and I are both as swift as the wind. And whoosh, we made it just in time.
The Conqueror of Demons, Zhao in the flesh. Odd. Hello.
Oh. I see. So the important guest is the Conqueror of Demons. I've been looking forward to meeting you.
Yeah. Hu Tao looks like she's not buying that in the slightest.
The director didn't mention anything when she invited us. What a pleasant surprise. Gathered here with us tonight are not only young and accomplished individuals, but also the protector of Leo's peace, Adeptus Alatus.
I don't think Zhao is gonna play along with Zhongli's little mind games, though. He doesn't seem the type.
To convene here with all of you is indeed a great
Zhao's
honor.
probably a really bad liar. Yeah. A few days ago at Wangshu Inn.
It's almost Lantern Rite, yet you took all the trouble coming here.
The director has a way of making it difficult to decline.
Rex Lapis, may I ask what troubles you?
Yeah, it's good. Okay, so in the original Archon quest for Liyue, it's like, yeah, it's implied that Zhongli reached out and said, I'm still alive to all of the Adepti and everything like that. But we actually haven't seen them interact and, like, them know that he's okay. Or, I mean, they knew, but, like, we haven't seen them interact. It's cute.
The director asked me to buy sesame oil in preparation for the celebrations.
Huh. Then why would you come all the way to Wangshu Inn?
I had a pleasant chat with Chef Yanxiao and received some spices from him. And, see? Here's some matsutake and a portion of ham.
What about the sesame oil?
It's a shame. I couldn't find the kind the director was looking for.
It's all pre-planned, yeah. I know they're thinking way ahead of their time.
I'm sure you're exaggerating, Zhang... Sir.
Yeah, Zhao's definitely a bad liar.
There he goes again. Enough with the pleasantries. Go let our guests take a seat. Everyone here today is well known in their own field and has probably heard about one another to some extent. Some of us are even old acquaintances, so there's no need to be this formal. I heard that the Conqueror of Demons and the Traveler are pretty close, no?
We're old friends.
Great. You two sit together.
I mean,
You
we're
should
friends
take a seat too,
with everyone
Director.
here, but...
Oh, finally remembered me? When we arrived just now, the host at Xinyue Kiosk told me our dishes are almost ready. Perfect timing. Let's not wait any longer and ask them to bring out the food.
There's one seat that's missing. I mean, there's one seat that's open. The delicious-looking food arrives and a pleasant scent fills the air.
I guess the person who Tao went to fetch was Xiao.
Yeah, that's also not what I was thinking.
Oh, that's also the first I've heard of the Traveler and Paimon being friends with the Conqueror of Demons.
Yeah. They're super cute. Zhao more than Zhongli.
You know Xiao Chu?
Knowing is a bit of an overstatement. I've always looked up to him. You might not know this, Paimon, but we exorcists have worked in close collaboration with the Conqueror of Demons for many generations, dispelling evil together, both in the open and from the shadows. Hard to imagine that thanks to Hu Tao, I've finally gotten the chance to meet him. Conqueror of Demons, I'm honored to make your acquaintance.
Likewise.
It is a great honor indeed to have a chance to meet the legendary Conqueror of Demons. Chang Yun has brought that name up quite a few times in the past.
Zhongli is chopped liver. Ugh, it's the way it's what he wants. Man.
I remember you mentioning wanting him to understand the importance of exorcists.
We know each other too. He helped try my dishes during the Masterful Chef's cook-off. I didn't think we'd have the chance to meet again. Happy Lantern Rite.
No anecdote, however, compares to meeting you in person. I'm Xingqiu, Shangli and Chang Yun's friend. The pleasure is all mine.
Yay, we're all acquainted now.
Whoa. Everyone's getting all formal and polite all of a sudden. Paimon doesn't know what she should say anymore.
Just don't say anything. At all, Paimon. That's a good start.
Adeptus Xiao, mighty conqueror of demons, please accept Paimon's greetings too. Belated Happy Lantern Rite.
Belated isn't the right word to use here.
Paimon tried very hard to look for a fancy word, okay? Don't be too harsh on Paimon!
Wow, really aggressive, this Lantern Rite.
There's no need to be so polite.
You're right. This was meant to be a nice little get-together between friends after all. Too much formality kills the atmosphere. I didn't plan this gathering only for everyone to walk on eggshells. Hiya.
What's your true intention then?
A little get-together between friends, sipping the finest tea and watching lanterns float into the sky, bidding farewell to the past and embracing the present with joy. And that is something our consultant would say. I think it deserves a standing ovation.
Wait, but you said it, not him.
Indeed.
What?
Exceptional acting skills, Director.
Oh. Yeah.
As for me, I'm just here to have fun and treat everyone to something good. We all worked really hard this year, whether traveling or guiding, cooking, helping with the family business, exorcising evil spirits, or conquering demons. And of course, our consultant, who's been helping out at the parlor every now and then.
Bye-bye, Paz.
Everyone has done some pretty amazing things. As the one who brought everyone together, it goes without saying that I'm the one most deserving of praise.
Sure.
Huh? Sounds kinda self-important, but Paimon thinks it's pretty amazing that she managed to talk Xiao into coming. He rarely ever enters Liyue Harbor after all.
I'm curious about how she did it.
It wasn't as complicated as you think.
Not long ago at Wangshuin again. Wow, lots of flashbacks.
Okay, gotcha. Thanks, boss lady.
It's not boss lady, just boss. And there she goes. What a lively girl.
Conqueror of demons, Adeptus Shao. Guardian of Wangshu Inn, hero of Dihua Marsh. I know you're there.
Quiet. Do not disturb the peace.
Sorry, but you wouldn't show up if I didn't yell your name, would you?
I know you. You're the 77th director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Wow, I forget there's been that many directors.
Is there something you need?
That does sound like one of Hu Tao's antics.
Did the Conqueror of Demons agree to come so that Hu Tao would stop pestering him?
There might be other reasons.
Smart guess.
Huh? There's more to it?
It gets pretty boring from here on. I talked about the funeral parlor's past relationships with the guardian yakshas. You know, just to be sociable.
In the time of the Archon War, disputes were frequent, and disaster overtook the land. Humans couldn't escape from the torment of the plague, nor could they escape death. The Adepti vanquished the demons, the Millelith fought valiantly, and Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was responsible for purifying the diseased and sending off the spirits of the dead.
I'm surprised we don't have a, like, Millelith playable character at this point. Like with Kujo Sara, with the Knights of Favonius, all kind of, even Goro from Watatsumi Island, Kokomi, etc. We kind of like have, I mean, the ruling factions of the different nations, but also like the guardian factions of the nations. The Knights of Favonius is kind of both for them, but we have like the Tianchuan, Keqing, all of them. And then obviously the Shogun. And then we have like not Millith, Doshin for Inazuma. I, oddly enough, could not find a Sumeru example. Sino for Sumeru. I guess Alhaitham for the ruling faction. And Nahida anyway. But I'm surprised we don't have a Millith like playable character. Or maybe they consider the Adepti like their guardian faction. It fits the bill.
That is how the border between life and death was maintained during the war. And it effectively prevented further incidents from happening.
That's right. 1 point for the consultant. But despite our deep-rooted connection, it still took me quite a while to actually convince him.
Was he worried about his karma?
You know him pretty well, huh?
This matter
Seen him
is
once
out
or
of my
twice?
control, so I need to be cautious.
True, but I've kept that in mind too. That's why everyone here today is in one way or another acquainted with elemental power. Besides, it'll only be for a short while as we dine together. There won't be any lasting consequences.
But I didn't expect there to be so many people.
There's no need to worry, Conqueror of Demons. We're not feeling anything unusual so far. Our young exorcist over here is protected by his pure yang energy, so he's probably the most resilient.
That's not the same. And did you just toss your carrots into my bowl? Hey, don't look away.
Huh? What?
I'm siding with Chongyun. I saw that too. You're lucky Guoba isn't here today. He hates seeing people being picky with their food. If he'd seen that, he'd definitely make you eat all your carrots.
I'd like to see that.
Huh? Guoba would do that? Is he that uncompromising? But now that I think of it, Xianglin told me that Guoba used to be the stove god.
Oh wow, everyone... Sure, everyone's in. That's public knowledge?
It sounds like you've heard the rumors.
You seem pretty quiet today. Is everything okay? Not used to being around so many people?
I'm doing fine. Not long ago, before Lantern Rite, I met an old friend. Thanks to his help, things have been a lot more stable than before.
An old friend. That's good to hear. Give everything you don't eat to Paimon. Interesting. Oh, I mean, in that one video, like preluding to Lantern Rite, he was with Venti. So, an old friend?
You should know him. He's...
The wind? I don't think it's actually... It doesn't sound like the wind. It just sounds like someone going...
Seeds of story brought by the wind.
Okay.
And cultivated by time. Did Paimon just unconsciously complete that saying?
Yeah, even I didn't know that saying. Why does Paimon know that saying?
That voice. Could it be?
It must be.
If I'm not mistaken, there's someone knocking at the door. Don't just sit there, Zhongli. Go welcome our guest in.
No such need. I'm coming in.
A hurricane breaks down the door. The door to the restaurant gets blown open by a gust of wind again.
You finally let me in. Hello, hello. No matter if we've met before or not, this moment marks a brand new encounter. Old friends and new. Happy Lantern Rite.
Why are you here, Venti? Because he was meeting with Zhao? I'm down for it. Hey, the more Archons I get to see interact together, the merrier.
Oh, it's the tone-deaf bard.
Oh, he seems to carry a valiant breeze wherever he goes. It looks like we're gonna be friends.
Oh, yeah, they would be friends. That's kind of gross. They're a little too much alike.
Fate has brought us together, so come on, take a seat and be my guest. Help yourself. Oh, I'll ask them for another set of cutlery.
This young lady here is as bright as a fresh bouquet of flowers in the morning's rising sun. She no doubt is the one with the most authority here.
Yeah, sure.
Whoa, these dishes look amazing. Is it really okay for me to join in? All right, I'm digging in.
Yeah, Venti, classic. The last one to the table, but the first one to eat.
Huh, it's you.
Oh, isn't this Genu?
Oh my goodness, so many things are happening. So many, like, tail twists of fate. So many interlocking storylines from events that maybe people don't know because they haven't played, but I've played and I remember.
Genu?
Oh no, he's gonna give away Xingqiu's pen name again.
Yep. Now that I've taken a closer look, you're a fan of Genu's works, aren't you? I met Xingqiu at a light novel convention. How I wish we'd met sooner. I never expected that there'd be another person in this world who could interpret Genu's new novel as thoroughly as I could.
Venti, you're being too humble. Considering your poetic talent, your fundamentals are way more impressive.
Could this new guest be Master Xingqiu's friend?
That smirk is undeniable. He's my old pal too. Looks like Zhao knows him too.
Yeah! Xiao, you remember me too, right? We had a chat not long ago.
Yes. Monsters become more active than usual as we get closer to Lantern Rite.
Oh, my cheeks hurt from smiling. This is too many interactions. This is too much for my heart.
I was patrolling Dihua Marsh a few days ago when I happened to run into this...
You've already forgotten? I'm a bard, remember?
Oh, it's so painful, but it's so good.
and bards go around singing wherever they like.
Oh, right. And this bard was performing in Dihua Marsh.
Yeah, Zhao is just going along with it. Everyone's playing their little mind games, and Zhao's like, sure. I'm just tired. I want to go back to my inn.
It was a moving melody, and it made me feel relaxed and at ease. I couldn't help but stay and listen.
Thank you for your patronage.
So that's how it was. I see.
I understand now, too. I'm Zhongli, currently working at the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. It's a pleasure to meet you, new friend.
He says new friend, but it sounds like old friend.
Mm-hmm. And I'm his boss. Oh, and if there's anything unsatisfactory, let me know anytime.
That's very considerate of you.
Oh? No wonder. Only a boss as savvy and reliable as you would be able to hire such an impressive consultant.
Oh, you're too nice, Venti. Not to brag, but our consultant truly is impressive. His knowledge extends across the stars and the land, and there's nothing throughout history that he doesn't know.
Yes, we all know. I mean, not all of us know, but we know. Yes, Hu Tao, we get the picture.
From the sophisticated way he speaks, it's hard not to suspect that he could very well be an adeptus in disguise.
Hu Tao, we get it. We get the joke. You know.
Shao, you're an adeptus. Do you think it might be possible?
Sorry.
She just likes
I'm only
teasing.
good at conquering demons. I'm afraid I don't have much knowledge in that matter.
Really? But Paimon thinks you're super knowledgeable.
Paimon, play along.
Huh? Oh, right! Xiao's a warrior. He doesn't come to the city very often, so it's, pretty normal for him to not know anything. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I've actually heard a few things about Mr. Zhongli before. The guests in the tavern talked about this refined and courteous man who, instead of having wine at Mondstadt's finest tavern, ordered a cup of hot tea with the most complex name.
Word of that event got to Venti as well?
Now that you mention it, I seem to recall that there indeed is a musician like yourself in Mondstadt. I've heard that he's elegant and amiable, his works witty and vibrant. It's no overstatement to regard him as the best bard in Mondstadt.
Now you're making me embarrassed. I would say that Mondstadt's poetry is a little run-of-the-mill sometimes. There's one I heard a while back that went, The old house is renewed, welcoming the spring breeze, awakening old memories. The meaning's there, but the word choices are unimaginative, and there's a distinct lack of literary flair.
Hu Tao, sit in your seat. She's determined to be in like every shot. She's just hovering, wanting to tease everyone.
I think so too. The composition needs a little jazzing up. If I were to give it a go, I'd make it an old melon on a vine, a new flower that grows fine.
Oh, good one! It feels unique and has a nice ring to it.
You have great taste, Venti. I was right about you. Let's shake hands.
Of course, of course.
They are too similar.
Hey, Xingqiu! Mind lending me a few books when we get back? Pick out some well-written ones. I don't know if it's my own lack of literary knowledge, but I couldn't tell the difference between those two.
It's not you, just you, Zhangling.
I don't think it's your fault.
Chongyun's right. It's not our fault.
Paimon, watch and learn from Hu Tao and Venti. This will come in handy for your ugly nicknames.
Oh, you have a point. But speaking of, why is the tone-deaf bard here? Are you here to take part in Lantern Rite too?
I heard that Liyue will be hosting a Lantern Rite music festival this year. As a musician myself, how could I possibly resist the temptation to come take a look? Or listen. Getting to know other musical styles is essential to sparking inspiration, don't you think?
But the music festival wasn't planned beforehand.
As for the Fontaine friend who hosted the festival, I saw him near Stone Gate the other day.
Oh, right. He was, yes. You, convinced him somehow to get you wine. I do remember that. He was swindled by a wisp of wind.
The Iridescence tour has finally been held successfully for once, so I had to congratulate him.
Thank you. He must feel very grateful.
Don't think anything of it. By the way, I was watching as you entered Shinyue Kiosk, but no one seemed to notice me. Should I say that it's because I'm an expert in hiding, or that a certain someone deliberately ignored the sound of the wind?
Whenever Lantern Rite comes around, Liyue Harbor becomes bustling with activity. People are all busy watching the lanterns and strolling around the shops, and they might just go travel somewhere on a whim. It is rather difficult to predict another's whereabouts.
Oi! This interaction is too much for me!
The festival is in full swing and proceeding smoothly, and we're all gathered here with friends, new and old. This is no doubt a wonderful occasion worth celebrating. To come together with all of you at the beginning of the year, one can't help but be filled with joy. In a moment like this, I propose we raise a glass together. In my case, tea in lieu of wine.
Very well said, Mr. Zhongli. That was exactly what I wanted to say. Now I'm getting a little self-conscious. I didn't cause you too much trouble barging in like that, did I? We usually drink wine during occasions like this over in Mondstadt, but since Mr. Zhongli insists on drinking tea, I'll give a toast with tea too. Everyone, thanks for the treat.
Wow. Impressive, Venti. That is an accomplishment for the ages. Well done. Finally, drinking something other than wine.
You're welcome. As the host of this gathering, I hope everyone enjoys the food and drinks. May this year be better than the last.
Archon Shade is what I live for. We need Nahida to break the ice. Or, yeah, these two are a little too much together. Venti and Zhongli, the sarcasm is dripping. Like, the undertones are imaginable. Like, yeah, we need some other adepti. We need people that understand the situation, not normies like Xingqiu and Changyun and Zhangling. Basically, if they just leave, then we could all be chill. We could all just talk normally. Maybe Hu Tao too, but she really knows everything secretly. Yeah, some more adepti. And yeah, Nahida and A would be fine. I feel like A would be a little... No, she wouldn't be a party pooper. No, she would be fine. Zhongli too self-serious, Venti too nonchalant. We need the bridge, we do.
Considering that everyone may have other matters to attend to later, sticking to tea seems like a good idea.
All of a sudden, they started proposing toasts. Should we?
Zhao!
What's with the urgency?
Are you done eating? Wanna head out for a walk? I ate too much. Could you come take a walk with me?
Sure.
Sure, I don't know why are we leaving?
Have you two finished eating? It's always nice to have a breath of fresh air after a meal. Helps with digestion.
Yeah, I need a breath of fresh air from this room. The energy that we've created in this room, in this studio today is a little much.
Paimon will come too.
You're still hungry, right?
Yeah?
Don't worry, we'll be back soon. That's weird. Finally, a moment without Paimon. Yeah, Zhao, let's go.
Okay then. Don't forget to come back.
This is gonna... This is gonna happen more and more in Genshin. You guys... this is... yeah. I'm determined. This is my theory. We will slowly become separated from Paimon. Kind of weird, though. Paimon's just floating there by herself. She doesn't know what to do without us. At long last, I know. Okay, I'll probably regret it if I don't see what everyone's saying.
It seems like our new friend is an expert in wine.
I deserve no such praise. I only drink for fun. It's nothing compared to your expertise. I'm glad we're only having tea today. What if I got drunk and said something nonsensical? I'd surely become an object of ridicule to someone I've just met.
No such thing. I wouldn't dare disrespect the director's guest.
Was that a threat from Venti?
You're not allowed to leave Paimon here alone. To be honest, Paimon's worried about saying the wrong thing.
Oh! Oh! Now? You're worried about that now? Oh, Hoyoverse. Oh, Hoyoverse, yeah, you just like teasing us at this point, don't you? All right, what is everyone else saying?
About you and Venti. Could he be a partner in your family business?
That's right. You know how my family is. A lot of business secrets can't just be divulged at the dinner table.
Oh yeah, I forgot Chongyun doesn't even know that Xingqiu's written the books.
Ah, just as I thought.
Did you talk about anything interesting before we started the meal? Anything fun I missed out on?
Oh, we were talking about cooking. Mr. Zhongli told us that he went on a trip to Qiaoyang Village the other day and got a hold of some uncommon ingredients. Tea seed oil and sesame oil. He suggested I try using those in my new dishes.
Oh, no wonder he left his post for so long that day. Those ingredients would be difficult for anyone else to find. I guess I'll need his help next time as well.
Nice. All right, Zhao.
Let's depart. You go ahead.
Where are we going? Just on a walk?
Are you all right?
I should be the one asking you that.
It's hard to describe.
Unfamiliar with gatherings like this? I understand. I am also this way about gatherings with a lot of people.
It's not that. There were those among the Adepti who loved gatherings and idle chit-chat. Sometimes they would call up a few others for a drink. Even I got dragged along to their gatherings many times. The Adepti all have their specialties, making most of them proud and arrogant. Everything they say is straight from the heart. It never gets too complicated. But this time...
I understand. It's all their fault. Zhongli, Venti. Yeah, they're not speaking straightforward at all. It's making you feel weird?
No. I didn't mean that. So you know his true identity. I'll get straight to the point then. The Animo Archon is a free spirit, and his temperament is as carefree as the music he plays on the flute. It's easy for a god like him to live in harmony with humans, and that's something I might never be able to do.
You don't have to be like them. You do you.
That does sound like something you would say. No matter. I know my circumstances. Whenever I think of the ordinary conversations I've had with you, it feels strangely novel.
Strange in a good way?
Yes. The parlor director went out of her way with the invitation, so it was difficult to turn her down. I had made mental preparations before agreeing to come. She told me that all the guests today would be acquainted with elemental power, and I knew that you would be here. But I didn't expect the other guests to be...
No one would have guessed.
General Capisis always said that we should live in the present and enjoy every pleasant surprise. Perhaps that's what I should do with what I'm feeling now. But I think he meant designing clothes for those around him. The clothes were intricately designed, but inconvenient to wear. Brother Bosacius never tried to hide his distaste in front of him. Rex Lapis did like his designs and even collected quite a few. The outfit he wears now was also designed by General Capisis himself. I never saw him wear this during the war. I didn't expect him to start wearing it later.
Clearly Zhao knows that we know that Zhongli is Rex Lapis. But I don't remember having that interaction with him to confirm that. But yeah, sure.
Oh, here you are. I'm not intruding, right?
You're not. What is it?
Hu Tao saw that everyone's done eating and asked the staff to bring out the desserts. Paimon got so anxious that you weren't back yet that she scarfed down her dessert without the usual slurping and munching.
But not so anxious that she can't eat. Sounds like she'll be okay.
To be honest, I was kind of worried too. You looked a little restless just now, and I thought you weren't used to the food here and was planning to head back to Wangshu Inn for something Yanxiao made.
You're worrying too much.
Zhao, don't pull any lemniscotic wind cyclings on us.
Why would I? Anyway, let's head back.
Please wait! There's another reason why I came looking for you. Here, take these. I brought them for you.
Almond tofu?
Yup. Since the Masterful Chef's competition, you could say that Yanxiao and I are not only competitors, but good friends as well. I visit him at Wangshu Inn sometimes to discuss our cooking. I heard him say that the esteemed guest on the roof loves nothing more than a good plate of almond tofu, so I learned a thing or two about the dish from him.
Aw, sweet.
I'll be honest, before Hu Tao invited everyone, she secretly came looking for me, told me about the guests she planned to invite, and asked me for some suggestions on what she should order. So I made a few servings of almond tofu for you guys in advance. Take them as a token of gratitude for your support. When I told Globa that I was making these for you, he started eagerly running around the kitchen and helping a lot too.
Thank you, Zhangling and Globa.
Thank you for the trouble. There was no need to... I'll take them. Thank you. And Guoba, too.
You're welcome. Oh, the almond tofu I made probably tastes and feels a little different from the type Yanxiao cooks. Please let me know if there's any improvements I should make.
Okay.
That's all. Alrighty, we should head back now. We can't keep Paimon waiting.
Yeah, we can't keep Paimon waiting. That was a nice little moment with Zhao, though.
You're finally done whispering secrets to each other? So much for promising Paimon you'll be back soon.
You were pretty quick. You're only angry because you have no sense of time. Paimon time god? Question mark?
How could you say that to Paimon? In that case, besides having no sense of time, Paimon will let you know what having no sense of fullness looks like. Your dessert is all Paimon's.
Okay.
Sorry to keep everyone waiting.
we just ignore Paimon. Perfect.
No worries, we're all just chatting here. There's no serious business to take care of. Whether we're chatting outside or inside, it's all the same.
Strive to be more like Hu Tao, Paimon. God of Time, more like God of Talking. Oh, no, she's surpassed God of Talking. She is the... I actually can't think of a more esteemed position in the talking category. The supreme one, the utmost creator. No. Well, okay. God of Talking. Yeah, I'll settle with that.
Paimon's too busy eating to talk to you.
But even though we're all well acquainted by now, I think this festive gathering deserves something ceremonious.
Oh? Is this some local custom?
Nope. This is something I made up so that good luck will be on our side, that's all.
I wonder if something this year... I don't know. I feel like we're just taking a lot of time, like, having good luck, so I wonder if this year something really bad will happen. I'm such a pessimist.
Spontaneity is the best choice to make here. Let's use this incense burner on the table. It's been lit for so long now that the incense is running out. I'll leave refilling and lighting the incense to the most distinguished guest among us all. Lighting the incense will signify continuous growth and prosperity in all our endeavors in the new year.
I see. Perfect symbolism, as expected of Hu Tao.
Hu Tao, you shall be mine soon enough, yeah? You're rolling for Hu Tao? That is... soon, yeah?
And speaking of the most distinguished guest here today, I'm sure we all agree that it's Mr. Zhongli. I'm not very familiar with the details of his past deeds, but chatting with him has been a real eye-opener, even for a bard who has traveled all across the world. If knowledge were a form of power, one could even say that you're a wielder of unlimited strength.
Okay, Venti, we get it. But it's really fitting that... Yes, it is really fitting. Zhongli, the one to light the incense, since he is the god over Liyue, and this is the Liyue lantern, right?
But when it comes to having a way with words, the notable bard is certainly one cut above the rest.
All right, let's not argue over this. Zhongli, just do it.
I just happen to have a good memory. It is such an unexceptional skill, yet you made it sound like an unparalleled talent. I am truly impressed. Since we all get to nominate someone... I think it's only fair that we let the parlor director light the incense.
Huh? That won't do. Don't flatter me just because I'm your boss. We are looking for the most distinguished guest here.
We're all
As the
distinguished.
host, I shouldn't be involved in this discussion at all. Now that we've enjoyed this table full of delicacies, how about we let our one and only chef here do the honors?
Is this really the way this works? I didn't cook any of these dishes.
Yeah, I was originally going to go for C1 Alhaitham and his weapon, but after I got Chi-Chi'd, I'm gonna focus on Hu Tao instead. Got you.
It's not a big deal. Just look at her. Xiangling, the disciple of an adeptus, the stove god's best companion, the winner of the Masterful Chef's competition.
What was that synchronized little movement there?
The only heir of the famous One Mean restaurant. A good old friend of mine. There's no better choice.
This is like an anime villain before they cast their final move, or protagonist. Hu Tao could be protagonist. She's like, before I unleash my one true superpower, Zhang Ling. All the angles.
Why does Paimon feel like we're back at square one again?
She won Master Chef Pog, yeah.
Please stop.
I feel like we're getting nowhere. Guys, let's just wrap up. Let's just wrap up.
If we're looking for a distinguished guest, surely the second son of the Feyun Commerce Guild counts. It's one of the largest commerce guilds in Liyue Harbor.
Huh? Don't get me involved in this.
Ooh, not a bad choice. With the Commerce Guild's young master lighting the incense, we're all sure to make a huge sum of mora in the new year.
The clapping? I know! It's like, guys, what?
That's not how it works. Making a fortune is indeed a fine wish, but it's of lesser importance than good health and happiness. Which means we should choose Chongyun, the skilled exorcist who keeps everyone's home safe from evil spirits.
Huh? Now you're nominating me?
Guys, I know we're gonna go through everyone. Okay?
I can't be the one when we have the Conqueror of Demons right here.
Let's just pick one. Thanks for carrying us from 1.0.
Adeptus Shao has the most seniority among everyone here today. We should...
I refuse. I am most certainly not the most distinguished guest here.
Okay, has everyone... We talked about Zhongli, we talked about Venti, we talked about Hu Tao, Zhangling. Okay, we're nearing the end. Honestly, Paimon is probably going to be the one to do it. And at this point, I'd take it. Paimon can be the most distinguished one here if we can just decide. Is he going to say it's Zhongli?
You should all be able to make the right judgment based on your observations.
Wait, don't.
One person here is well acquainted with everyone else.
Yeah. Huh? No, Chongyun. The delay.
Oh, that's right. Even though you're always mocking Paimon, you're still pretty popular with other people. No, wait. Paimon said she wouldn't talk to you again.
I'm not the only well-connected person here, though.
Huh? Who else is there?
You, of course. Yeah, no, I won't even.
Huh? Huh? Does that mean Paimon's the most distinguished guest?
Why does she sound like it means a lot to her? I was joking before. Oh, fine.
Oh, well, that was unexpected!
I agree. Paimon's just the one we need.
Yeah. Always.
Without a friend constantly by your side, a long journey would become dreadfully lonesome.
Nope. I don't think so.
But once you have someone there to brighten up the atmosphere, everything along the way will become lively and vibrant too.
Ah. The traveler has traversed many nations and left behind a great deal of fascinating stories. But without Paimon, they would have become quite monotonous.
Hoyoverse, we get it. You're not getting rid of Paimon.
Paimon plays an indispensable role in making your journey a happy and smooth one.
You guys, Paimon's not used to being praised like that.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
Those were genuine compliments, right?
No, they were not. Not for me, at least. Of course, you're the best travel companion ever. You're the only one we got, so yeah, just light the thing, Paimon.
Thank you. You made Paimon wait for a long time, but Paimon's not mad anymore.
Don't take everything to heart, Paimon. Friends tease each other all the time.
Yeah, right, sure.
That is indeed true.
That means Paimon is as important to the traveler as Guoba is to me. Looks like we've come to an agreement. Any objections before we proceed?
I trust the traveler's judgment.
Then Paimon it is. And now, the world's most excellent traveler's greatest companion, guide, and friend, Paimon, will be refilling and lighting the incense for us.
Woo! Go Paimon! Yeah, somehow. I don't know how we've gotten here, but we have.
Here you go. Take the match, and don't burn yourself. But if things go really wrong, here's the 2-for-1 coupon.
Amidst everyone's laughter and applause, Paimon clumsily lights the incense. You all have a relaxed heart-to-heart chat all the way until nightfall. Now that everyone's had their fill of delicious food and tea, it's time to say goodbye.
It's getting late. I won't take up any more of your time. You're all free to go as you please.
The food and desserts were delicious. Thanks for the treat, Director.
Yep, the tea was amazing too.
You don't have to go all polite on me. Just remember to come when I invite you next time. Let's see. It's dark out, so I'm going to accompany Xiangling, Xingqiu, and Changyun back home. As for the rest of the guests, I'll leave them to our consultant.
No need. I'm headed towards the harbor to meet a friend on the ship. There's no need to trouble one such as Mr. Zhongli.
Where is Venti going now?
I think you know the place I'm talking about. Come meet me anytime.
On a ship? Beto? Wait, you're on the... what? Will he actually be there? Does anyone actually know?
It was great getting to know you all. Let's meet again when the spring breeze
Oh, that's
begins
just
to
where
blow.
he is for the remainder of Lantern Rite. Oh, because they're all in the open world. I forgot about that.
Bye. Oh, we should write poetry together sometime. We'll catch you all later then. Don't forget to return to the parlor later. There's something I need you to do.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Understood. See you later.
Bye.
Well then.
Rex Lapis.
Just Zhongli will do. I live as a mortal in Liyue Harbor now. I am just one among many who begin work at sunrise and retire to rest at sundown. If we were to consider status and seniority as Zhongli, I should be respectfully referring to you as Adeptus Shao.
Yeah, he will be there. Yeah, we all know Zhao isn't gonna take that, Zhongli.
Heaven forbid.
Let's stop teasing him now.
I meant what I said.
I know. Doesn't take away, like, the 2,000 years that you were the god of Liyue, though.
I heard that during the Lantern
Over
Rite
2,000
Music
years.
Festival, you conferred with Streetward Rambler and Cloud Retainer. I take it as you've gained a lot more knowledge about the past? The same truth will sound different coming from different people. As more bear witness to a story, feelings and interpretations expand in variety too. I once had a pleasant chat about the past and present with a Sumeru scholar named Soraya, and learned a few things about her research topic.
Yeah, why does that sound familiar?
From the evidence she found and the conclusion she made, her area of research is already very close to the truth. But there are multiple sides to humans and gods alike. In the legends recorded by humans, some gods were depicted as arrogant and condescending, while others were kind and capable. But whether to me, Streetward Rambler, Cloud Retainer, or younger adepti such as Shao and Ganyu, those adepti and gods that may seem extraordinary to humans are something more akin to close companions. This was as true back then as it is right now. Just how Shao may seem unapproachable to most, but the Traveler has proved otherwise. So there's no need to dwell too much on certain things.
Zhongli, what you're saying is...
It looks like you understood what I meant. The director asked me to accompany you on your return. but I don't think you'll need my protection. I'll be taking a walk around and admiring the night scenery. After that, it'll be time for me to go back and meet up with the director. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye, Zhongli. Happy Lantern Rite.
Bye, Zhongli. Everyone's gone now. Paimon always feels a little empty inside when a lively celebration ends. But at least you always stay by Paimon's side.
Maybe.
No. Paimon got it mixed up. Paimon, the best and most distinguished travel guide, will always stay by your side, traveler.
It's my honor, Paimon.
Good that you were aware of that. Shell, is there anything else you want to do? We could take you on a tour of Liyue Harbor.
No need. I've stayed here for much longer than I had expected. The city lights are a fine sight, but it's time for me to leave. The events of today occurred so abruptly. I appreciate your kindness.
The feeling's mutual. You don't have to thank me every time.
Okay. I'll see you next time then.
Next Lantern Rite. Yes, I will be here. Next year, probably. And next Lantern Rite. Good times. Yeah, that's really the only time we see Zhao. Every Lantern Rite, we become a little bit closer. But I am here for it. That was quite the interaction. My cheeks hurt from smiling so much. Paimon was a little much for me there, though. No wonder they don't have many people in each other's story quest. It's like feeling emotion overload when they're all together. This was a wholesome quest. It was. I enjoyed everything about this Lantern Rite quest. All three of them. The epilogue, part 2 and part 1, they were all very good. Part 2, learning about Guizhong, and then this epilogue, just spending time with the playable characters. That was pretty nice. Yeah, always very, very sweet, the Lantern Rite. Fan favorite for many, including myself. So yeah, I'm feeling good about it. Ugh. It was a little overwhelming, but just because they're so, oh my gosh, Paimon, why are they so ridiculous? Why are so many of the characters so ridiculous? All right, back in Sumeru for the moment. Okay, so we made it through the entirety of the Lantern Rite story for today. Got to see some nice cutscenes. All good things. It made me super jealous that all of the Adepti, they looked so good in the past. Why can't they be playable characters in the future? I'm still holding out for Madame Ping. She can change her form, and she's choosing to be an old lady. She can choose to be a playable character too. I am determined on that front. We could also get a Cloud Retainer, maybe in the future. That's a possibility as well.